them if I could. And something tells me that I should, that I should, that I should.
Welcome to Life After Bay, the podcast for all life and love forms of Arcadia Bay and beyond. I'm your host Martin, as known as It's Me, Maxine. A big thanks goes this time to Tobyja, who made the wonderful podcast cover for this episode with Alex and Steph. I hope Neeko will like it, as it's a surprise. The interview with Neeko, as known as Neekova, will follow. I hope you have as much fun listening as I had during the interview. Don't be too strict, as things might get out of hand sometimes. Enjoy! Kudos again to Christina, as known as Christina Hawk, for letting me use her Life is Strange inspired music for the podcast, R3 for the new podcast cover, and Olya Rue for the original cover. Now to the interview with Neeko. So then, welcome Neeko to the podcast, and we are eager to know more about being the artist they are, doing Life is Strange fan art and also other stuff. Yeah, welcome Neeko to the podcast, and please introduce yourself to the listeners.
Hello, I'm Neeko. My hobbies, I don't know if it's mostly just drawing and playing games because I don't really do much other than that, especially now that it's like summer break. I still go to school. I'm like 17 years old, just turned 17 this year.
Mm-hmm.
Currently pursuing arts and design for senior high, not college, senior high.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for having me on this podcast, because then I've never done anything like this, and I usually really like talking to people because I find it really fun, and I start like rambling a lot, so that's why I like kind of not talk to a lot other than like my childhood friends from my high school. So yeah,
that's absolutely fine. So you can ramble as you like, so it's okay. You said you do artist for fun, and you maybe pursue then artist in school, you say. Okay. I think a lot of people know this, which may follow you, but will you tell us where you are located? Where do you come from?
Oh, I'm from the Philippines. I'm not gonna say which island, because privacy.
Yeah, that's absolutely okay.
Well, I have said it before, I think, on my Twitter, but then I don't like saying it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm from the Philippines, and I'm here in the very blazing weather,
Mm-hmm.
very hot.
Okay.
And I'm the youngest of 4 siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's basically it. It's not really. There's not much into it. I'm just burning in this country.
Of course, we are all here for Life is Strange, and for sure I start with questions about Life is Strange. We'll come to your art and specific style later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the famous question in the beginning, how and when you got into the video game franchise Life is Strange?
I've actually known about it since it first came out, like ever since the first episode came out, actually.
Oh, okay.
But I was like in grade school.
Mm-hmm.
when it came out, and like I didn't really like understand it, and
Mm-hmm.
that was like the stage of my life where I like wasn't allowed, and not really wasn't allowed, more like I had the inability to play games like that because I didn't have like a device of my own.
Mm-hmm.
Back then I would like see Let's Plays, but then I'd get so lazy to watch them because then they would be like hours long, and I was like, I'm not ready. I'd rather play it myself. And then here we are, like I played it in 2021, like years
Mm-hmm.
later, definitely after I first found out about it. But yeah, I started playing it in November 2021.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird because when I first found out about it, like as a kid, I was like, oh, they look so cute, the character designs. Oh my god, she looks so cool. Oh my god. And then I played it, and I was just like, what has this world done to me? Like, this has destroyed me. I don't know what else to say. Why? So, yeah.
Okay. So you were almost the age of my youngest child. I think you were 13 or 14.
in elementary school when I first found out about Life is Strange, I was like, I think I was 3rd grade. I think it's 2nd grade because that's 2015. I don't know. I was really into games like that, but then I didn't have like the device to play it on. So yeah.
Yeah, I shown it to my daughter. She's 13 now, so I think it's. I'm not sure if it's the same. Is it 2nd grade? I'm not sure. But yeah, of course she she knows about it. But she pursues momentary. Of course, she has other things on her mind.
Yeah.
She's playing more Danganronpa at the moment. So yeah.
I used to have a Danganronpa phase. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. You said you played it years later, which is absolutely okay. I played it only in I think 2019, shortly before COVID. So I think a lot of people came late to the.
It's the quarantine effect.
Maybe, yeah. It was a little bit different for me, but yes, also, yeah, sure. What was so special about it for you when you played Life is Strange?
Overall, I just like the gameplay because I found it like interesting with the time travel, and like that's a very like common like opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Time travel isn't really like something a lot of games or shows or even shows use a lot because it's a very like fragile like topic to use in any kind of storytelling because it's very easy to mess up, and if you do it wrong, it's gonna flop so hard. And that's kind of why I liked Life is Strange because then they used time travel in a good way. Like they were able to execute it good and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess that's one of the reasons why it stood out to me. I kind of just also like the character designs, you know, because it just looks like regular like there's like these different like stereotypes or whatever, like for appearance wise, not personality wise. But yeah, that's basically it. And how I like saw it as something like special.
You said earlier that you said it destroyed you. Is there something I always ask that something other like an aha or life-changing moment during the game or afterwards related to Life is Strange?
In like, are you talking about like real life or just the game?
In comparison to real life, what it had effect on you and in real life, yeah.
I think the only effect it's had on me in real life is just me making so much fan art. Like I started like after I played the game. Actually, I wasn't. I wanted to make fan art like after I finished it, but I like how do I say this? I didn't have any ideas. But then there was like this like super typhoon that happened where I'm from.
Okay.
And it kind of like destroyed our house, and we had like no electricity for like a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that gave me like more free time, and I couldn't like use my computer also because we had to like unpack it from the room because the room was starting to leak. So I was just drawing on my iPad, and then like I got an idea for a Life is Strange fan art. It was related to the Bay ending, like BAY. And then it's ironic because I've never actually done that ending, like in the game. But then ideas for fan art for it is just it's easier, and it's like I don't know, it's come into my head more often than they should.
So okay, that sounds a little bit like good and bad. So the typhoon, of course, wasn't that. I can only imagine what's done to you, your family, and your house, and maybe relatives and so on, friends and so on. So it was kind of maybe some also might say some to get get over it or to try to make the best out of it and get over things. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds okay. Not so easy. Okay. So you said you then that was also the part then when you get into the fandom, of course. I think when you started was making art, or was it later then?
Actually, before making like Life is Strange fan art, I've never been active on Twitter that much. Like I would still post like art of like my original characters and stuff. But then I would just post them then leave. Like I wouldn't go back.
Mm.
And when I went into the Life is Strange fandom, I started posting my fan art there.
Mhm.
And then I met like some people, and like it was fun. And like the fandom is like they're chill. They're just chilling. They're not afraid to like say their opinions, which I like, because depending on the opinion, if the opinion is something I don't agree with, I honestly don't care, because then that's your opinion. I don't have to say anything. And if somebody like steps on my opinion, I won't say anything, because then like in my opinion, I just don't want to like confront or whatever, because then like that's not, you know, not something I do. I would say my opinion, but I just find it too tiring to do that, so just no.
Yeah, okay, I can understand. Yeah, I think there are two parts here. As you said, Twitter is is a special social media platform, and I think, yeah, I can only imagine people will do to each other there. And the other part is the Life is Strange community. I think, as you said, it's mostly chill and mostly it's relatively open. Okay, there are maybe some holy wars in the background, like specific ships or I don't know, and yeah, the usual stuff I think in every fandom.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe you already answered it, but you mostly like about the fandom that it's so openly, or what would you like the most about the fandom?
Well, both open and honest, honestly. Wait, yeah. When I make like friends, regardless if it's online or IRL, I want them to be like honest with me, or like even like brutally honest, because then like yeah, because that's how it was. That's how it functioned like my whole life. Like whenever I make friends,
Okay.
like all my friends were like all really honest with each other, and and if the honest truth like hurts sometimes, we'll talk it out. We don't do the thing where like we ghost each other, you know, stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why I like the fandom. And
this I don't know. I have to think. I don't know why. I have to think about this. Being honest, I always have to think about Rachel, but I think she's a character which is also a lot of up to debate.
It's like half and half.
Half and half, yeah. Some like her, some hate her. So
yeah.
As you said, you're mostly on Twitter. So there are other platforms you're on, or?
I'm on Instagram. I post my art there a lot, but I don't really interact as much there than as in Twitter. Because in Twitter you can just like add text. It's not like Instagram stories where it's just gone after like 24 hours. I'm just keeping my Twitter in that one side where it's like not much drama or no drama at all.
Okay. So good that you're on Twitter, because I'm almost to none on Instagram. So it's more my children are on Instagram. I think it's the new, for TikTok or Instagram are the new stuff. And I have to admit that only old white men are on Twitter like myself. So yeah.
You didn't have to roast yourself like that, man.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I can live with that. It's okay. There are a lot of different kind of fandom of Life is Strange. So what do you like most about what kind of fandom input, like drawings, cosplay, fanfics? What do you like the most?
I'm okay with anything, honestly.
Okay.
Depending on like the content, any is fine, just as long as it's like not controversial, or like you're not stepping on other people's opinions regardless of your own. Like if my take on like opinions clashing with other opinions, if your opinion is also like invalid towards the person's opinion that you're stepping on, then I don't think y'all should talk. Just stop. Like that's what I think.
Okay. Coming to your art, or maybe the Life is Strange specific art, I have to admit that I mostly know you for your punk max art. I call it. I'm not sure if this is the right term for it.
Yeah.
I think you also did I'm not sure if it's the right term for like reverse Max and Chloe art, because I think you not switched the roles, but mostly switched the roles of Max and Chloe. So this time Max is the punk one. I think a lot of people like it. So how did you, starting from the beginning again, so how did you get into drawing? You said you started after the typhoon and started drawing Life is Strange art. Did you draw before, or is this the first time you draw anything?
No, I've actually been drawing since 4th grade. Because I made like a friend at that time, and that friend liked to draw. So I started drawing so that we'd have something in common, like another thing. And guess what? She's still my best friend to this day. So
cool.
Like, not saying that like art was like the only thing keeping us together, but then like it was one of the things.
Did you pursue different stuff before Life is Strange? So were there any other projects before Life is Strange?
Other projects? I'm not sure if I would call it like a project, but it's more of something I do in like my free time. I still do it until now. It's just that I do more Life is Strange than doing the other thing. It's just a small story with like my original characters and stuff.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll ever like publish it or start making like full on comics of it, like full on finished comics of it. Like, I've posted some crumbs of it on Twitter and Instagram, but they're just like drabbles. I don't know if like I'll actually make something out of it. I know that I want to expand on it, but I'm not sure how much I want to. Yeah,
I think you have enough time, so I can say that as an as an elder person. So yeah, sure. Why not? Why not pursue it? So I think, and I'm not sure, but I would like it, but I'm not sure. But I think you have enough time to find it out.
Yeah.
I saw that you did also commission for me, and you did commissions for other people. I saw you're doing. I think you have also a Redbubble shop. So yeah, how's it currently going that way? So I'm not sure if you have a coffee or Patreon or anything.
I have a coffee, but I don't really use it. I just made it I made it a long time ago, actually, like freshman year. But then I just made it because like I was bored and I wanted to see like what was on there. So yeah, I do have a coffee, but I don't really use it. Maybe I'll use it again. Maybe I'll reactivate it or whatever. And with commissions and Redbubble, it's going fine. It's going good. I don't really check my Redbubble as much because I mostly just put my stuff on there in case anyone wants to like buy it. Like, I don't really care much about what I earn there because my main objective is just to entertain or like to make people happy. So and with commissions, it's slow, but I don't really mind either. Like, people can like take their time or whatever, and if they don't like my art style, then so be it. And if they don't want to commission me, then so be it. Like, I don't really mind because, like I said, I'm just here to like entertain or like to give.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But you're also young, so I think it's absolutely okay. So you as a parent, I have to say it. you should for sure have school and other stuff on the go. So, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But it's cool to have it. I think to get some connections and to try things out. And I think it's cool that you do it already. So yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
As you said, you do commissions. So are there any limitations? I think you also stated it on your Twitter, I think. But are there limitations and no-goes for you?
Something I didn't like list down on my commission sheet was like excessive drug use.
Okay.
Because like I'm okay with like drawing like cigarettes and stuff or like vapes, but like I won't draw someone doing like weed or meth. Come on.
Okay.
Another thing that like I put on my commission sheet that like I can't do, like two other things actually, were like drawing like robots and like realism, like actually drawing a real face.
Okay.
my style is more cartoony, so it's hard to transition from that to like a real life face.
Is there maybe a dream you have, or is there something you would like to build, or whom you would like to work with when thinking of drawing projects?
I haven't really like thought about it that much, but I've only thought about like if I land a job as like a concept artist or a 2D animator, then I'm fine. Like I don't care where, just it's fine. Like I'm doing something I like, you know. There's no like specific place or people to work with. Just as long as like the workspace is like nice and like the people are nice, moreover, then I'm fine. I don't care.
Coming back to your Punk Max or Reverse Max and Chloe. Yeah, how and when did you get the idea for this project?
I was bored one day. I was bored and I was like running out of ideas because, bored again. For some reason, I have this thing where if I try drawing during the day, then I can't really draw that well. But if I draw at night, I start like going on this art high. So I was just doodling one night and I was just like, a lot of people like make like this role reverse thing or whatever. But and so I was like, but I don't really like these designs. What if I make my own? So yeah, that's basically it. I just made my own.
Yeah, cool. I'm not sure if I've asked it already, but so you're working alone, or are you doing it sometimes with other people together, or is this you're doing it on your own?
Nope, I'm just doing this on my own for fun.
Okay.
All of my drawings I do alone and for fun because I don't know. A lot of my friends we don't have the same art style, So
yeah, that's okay. Is there anything additional about the, I don't know, I won't call it backstory, but from Reverse Max and Chloe, or is there anything you would like to tell us about their story?
People asked me this before, and like I didn't really give them a clear answer. And like, in my head, when usually with like how people like portray it, it's like Max is the one that stayed and Chloe's the one that moved away. And I'm just like, that's so basic. Like that seems too basic for me. So I was just like thinking that like it's still the same. Max is still the one that moved away while Chloe just stayed. So that's basically about it.
Okay. I have to ask this. I'm not sure if you are. I think someone asked it already. Will you pursue this path of this Max and Chloe reverse thing in the future, or will there be a comic, or have you planned anything?
I'm definitely still gonna like draw art of it, but I don't know if I'll actually like make comics of it. Like my brain capacity isn't that high.
It's okay.
I don't think I can stay motivated to make a comic unless it's something I really, really like. Well, I really like Life is Strange, but then like for this like AU, I don't know. I don't know, man. I just like drawing them. That's about it.
Yeah, absolutely fine. Coming back to the community part, you said you mostly you draw on your own, or so. I'm not sure if you are involved into the, let's say it, community, or if you drop some names of the community with whom you're working with, or fellows you're watching yourself.
What do you mean by that?
Are there any other artists, Life is Strange artists, that comes to your mind?
Oh, definitely KENO and Aki. Well, yeah, they're fun. They're fun people, and they're really chill to talk to. I don't know. We mostly just mess around when we talk. So.
Yeah, I think I've seen some messing around on Twitter. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I've drawn like little chibis of them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it. Yeah, just recently, I think.
I also like draw chibis of my real life friends as well because I don't know. I love all my friends.
That's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
As you said, you sometimes get feedback or questions from the community. So how is the feedback from the community?
Mostly positive, but I remember that when I first posted the Punk Max like design, there was like some people that didn't like it.
Okay.
I'm just like, it's okay. This design isn't for everyone, you know. There's just my design because there's a lot of other designs, you know. And people like say like this shouldn't be like an AU or whatever, and I'm like, there's AUs of like other things. I don't know if you're like just talking to me or like the other AUs or whatever, but then there's way more AUs of things other than a role reversal.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What I learned in Life is Strange, and I think Life is Strange also brought a lot of things to me. So I never read fan art or fan fictions before. And one thing I learned when I read fan fictions of Life is Strange, that there are so many AUs and they're so different, so diverse. And yeah, some are maybe, okay, you don't like it, them, okay, that's okay. So you can switch to another.
Yeah.
So there's always stuff for everyone. So yeah, there's always someone who's picking on, but I think that's normal, as we say it,
But in my opinion, role reversal AUs are just the most common ones.
Yeah, sure. So, and I find it really cool, so I have to say it.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. I always try to throw a critical eye on Life is Strange. I think some people don't like it, but I'm always trying to do it. Always for me as a white person. So there are some critics about Life is Strange, like, about the episode 1 or list 1, like missing main protagonists as people of color and a more positive depiction of disabled people. When you think of Life is Strange, what topics are missing or could have been developed more when you think about it?
I'm not really sure because I found it just like a right amount. Because even if it has like a person of color or like missing main protagonists, the story just has to nail it. If the person of color, if there's like a person of color, I don't care. Like, there's still people. Like, people are people. Like, we just treat each other equally. And I know there's like stigma with like people of color and like other people. And like, I just find that like so stupid, because then like, why are you treating them like that? Like, if you don't got anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Or like, I might get hate. Oh my god, wait, hold on. If you're a person of color and we meet, I won't mind that at all. Like, it doesn't matter to me if you're like white or black or, you know, or Asian. Because like, you're still a person. I'll still treat you the same way. Like, how I talk to my IRL friends and my online friends, I still talk to them all the same way. And, you know, we still have a blast. And if your personality doesn't match mine, then I'll try to like adjust to how you feel and stuff like that. The topics that are missing that could have been developed more, I don't really think there's much that could have. Not that I can think of at the top of my head anyway. So yeah.
Which is okay, yeah. I know what you mean, but I think it's more, of course, of younger people. I think I see it here with my children too, so that they have friends all over the world, and surely in their in real life friends here around are all diverse people in different sections. So yeah, I know what you mean, but I think I don't want to criticize Life is Strange out of the box, and they did a really good job on different themes, of course.
Yes, I agree.
It's always that, I think that, okay, with Life is Strange 2 and with Life is Strange 2 Colors, we have people now, or protagonists of color, but I think it's always representation. So always, when you look at the computer games in general, they are mostly, okay, if it's not fantasy or so, then it's mostly white people. So I'm glad they added new chapters or new episodes of Life is Strange.
Yeah.
Talking about the latest Life is Strange, about Life is Strange 2 Colors, which has, of course, Alex as a woman of color. Did you play it already?
Yeah, I played all of the games except for Before the Storm.
Okay. So, and how was it to play Alex in comparison to Max or Sean?
In comparison to Max or like Sean, like obviously it's like mellowed down kind of.
Okay.
This is more of a comparison to Max, not really Sean, because Sean, doesn't have like powers or whatever.
Yeah, correct. Mm.
When I played Alex, I found it like fun. Like I liked playing around with her power and stuff like that. It's definitely not as interactive as the rewind, obviously, because rewind you can just rewind, then pick the choices you wanted to pick in the first place, or like change your choices, stuff like that. But with Alex, you just have to gauge out their emotion and pick what's the best for them. So you can either help them or like hurt them. I really liked I liked playing. I really liked True Colors actually. Like even though like it's not as like interactive as this one, I still really enjoyed it because I liked the characters and the choices you could make and the gameplay. So yeah.
Okay. And did you play the DLC with Steph or?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And how do you like it?
I found it fun. I played it by myself at first. Then after I played it, I replayed like the whole True Colors with the DLC, and I streamed it to my friend, but she made like the choices. And I just thinking about the DLC, I just remember she would always tell me like, Neeko, stop playing. I need to know what song this is. Because she's like listening to the background music in the record store, and like she's like, wait, stop playing, let me search up the song.
Okay.
She would like make me stop like the gameplay, like she would stop me from making a choice to listen for the lyrics in the song.
Okay.
And while she would listen for lyrics into the song would end, and she was like, no.
But I have to admit that you mean the scenes in the record booth, correct?
Yeah.
So I have to admit that I also did that. I also looked up the song and the lyrics and I don't know but okay, I can imagine.
That's exactly the reason why we slept at 5 a.m.
Okay. Yeah. So as you played, you said you liked it on a different level, sure, but because Alex has different powers than Max. Or okay, Sean doesn't have a power at all. So what do you think that when people play Alex, that they are playing an Asian American woman of color? So do you think do you know about any feedback, or did you talk to anyone about this?
No, because everyone I've just talked to about like this game, like no one has a problem with it. Like I said before, everyone's human. Like, well, no, definitely not everyone, but then like not everything, but all these characters, they're all human. I don't like have anything to say. Like, I'll still treat them the same way. I'll still give them the same feedback I'd give any person. Like, I thought Sean's gameplay was kind of boring, but I still really liked it. Like, because he's an artist and I'm an artist, so I'll still treat all the feedback the same because it's still the truth, and I like being honest, and I'm terrible at lying. What's the point? I don't understand. Like, I know there are people out there like that say that like, oh, she shouldn't really be the main protagonist because she's a person of color or whatever. She's an Asian American, and I'm like, what I say to that? Girl, get your head checked. Girl, it's still a person. Like, I don't know what people think when they say stuff like that.
I think in Life is Strange 2, I think there was some kind of racism.
Oh yeah, there was
Some kind of. I think in True Colors, I think there was only within the background story of the family. I think there was some, and I'm not sure if in Haven if there was any kind of racism or.
In Haven, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, they haven't done. I can understand it because I think it's half good and half bad. So I think they, as you said, they want to normalize it, which is absolutely okay. So nobody has to make a big deal out of it, saying, yeah, there's now an Asian American people of color, the main protagonist. As you said, it should be normal. It should be normal, as you said. This should be treated the same way as Max or as Sean or every other people. So but I think there will be some future Life is Strange, which will look on other topics or other aspects. But yeah,
maybe, who knows?
Yeah, I think we talked about it already. As you said, there are any taboos or red lines in the fandom, I think.
Do you need me to repeat any or no?
No. I think it's fine. I have to always think about the answer from Nicefield. As he said, the biggest red line or taboo is sacrificing Chloe in the end. the Bay ending. So
honestly, so true. He's so right. 100%. Sorry, no, not 100. I'm sorry. 1,000,000% agree. I say that as I make sad fan art.
That's the part where the fandom splits, but I think the most on the Bay side. Yeah, I think we have talked about it a little bit. As you said, I'm not a big computer game player at all, so I'm not sure if you played more than I do. Even if that sounds funny because I'm much older, but I don't play much. So do you think there will be any impact, or has already been an impact on the gamer community with Life is Strange?
Well, I'm not really sure because Life is Strange is like one of those games where like you choose your own adventure, make your choices to affect the people around you and the environment around you.
Mm-hmm.
With games like that, it's like not much people play it, but at the same time, so much people play it.
Mm-hmm.
When, like, for example, one of the most like well-known like games like that are The Walking Dead, and also Life is Strange. Also, maybe Detroit Become Human. Those are like the top 3 that like people know of a lot. With people who do play games like that, or like games in general, like me, like I play like way more than just story games. People would like play Life is Strange. I feel like they think that like it's like unique because it's like I said before, it's like the topic is like time travel, like the power is like time travel, and then it's really easy to mess up when you try that. It's a risky thing to use in your storytelling because one wrong move and you're done. I think that's like what will also like lure people in and stuff. It's also like the possibility of like making your own choices and like how badly or how great it can affect the environment and the people are in that environment.
I think I need to change my questions because I think I never asked it anyone. I'm not sure if you want to answer. You can answer it or not.
No, it's okay.
I think Life is Strange also, of course, famous for being queer or
LGBT.
Yes, some insight into the LGBTIQ+ community. So I think only if some people say, but it's only very roughly, or maybe it's only we've seen only some things, and it's not explicitly mentioned. But I think it's okay. Do you think this will have an impact at the community?
As for the queer community, I think since it came out like years ago, it was definitely like a stepping stone into like representation for people that say like it wasn't like explicitly said that they like got together or whatever. First of all, did you see that ending when you sacrifice? Second of all, actions speak louder than words. So if you look at their body language and how they look at each other, then
yeah, sure.
Yeah,
true.
I'm not in any way straightphobic or whatever. I am no way a misandrist. I love all men. Please don't kill me, even though I'm a lesbian. But I didn't like the romanticizing between like Max and Warren.
Yeah, I think that it's another red line or taboo.
I'm gonna get canceled, maybe. I don't know. But
no, it's okay. I stand behind you.
Because the thing is, with how they like act towards each other, it seems more like a little brother type of thing. A little brother that you give an unplugged controller to make him feel like he's playing a game even though he's not.
Exactly understand what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. Or like that type of little brother that's like overprotective of like his big sister, and like he protected Max from like Nathan or whatever. Like people could use that as like a shipping point, but how I saw it was like it was just like an act to like protect someone you care about. And even though it is canon that like he liked Max, I didn't like see like a relationship happening between them.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think my headcanon is that, as you said, it's like a big brother thing, or I don't know, he's protective, that's okay. But the love story or whatever, the romantic or whatever is like, yeah, maybe it's on his side, but definitely not on Max's side. I think that's also why, because we can, I think, ramble about it here for hours, but people already have it. But that's always why I'm not thinking that Max is bi, but that may be the case. So that's I think it's open, and that's okay. So everyone can do their own headcanon, and that's part of the strength of Life is Strange. So yeah. Talking about the remastered version, did you play it already, or?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I was actually gonna, but you already know what's gonna happen because then it's just a remastered.
Yeah, sure.
So I actually wanted to get it on the Switch, but then I saw that it got delayed, and I was like punching the air. I ended up like getting it on the PC. I got both Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm, but I haven't played Before the Storm yet. Because I actually know I tried playing like through it, but then I tried to tank through it. I'm not that strong. My iron deficiency got into the game, so couldn't get through it. So when I played the like remastered, some of the controls are like kind of janky. Like sometimes when you make choices, sometimes it won't select or whatever, and like there are some bugs, and I was like, damn, we really waited for this, huh? There's some stuff that they kind of messed up on with the modeling. Don't get me wrong, like improved animation is always like welcomed, but then there's some like animations that are kind of weird, and like some of the models look kind of weird also. That's my take on it. But when I tried to play like BTS, slowly dying inside, because I know there are a lot of people that like it, and I know there are a lot of people that like Rachel. But since my first impression of Rachel was from List 1, I don't know, I couldn't find it in my heart to like her that much. I like her design. That's as far as it goes. With Before the Storm, some of the actions are weird, and there are some areas where you can't make a choice, even though they should have given us the choice to make a choice. Because some of these decisions are kind of questionable, like the decisions we couldn't make because it was just like an in-game plot thing, and it's just questionable in general. First of all, why did Chloe just like rub it off that Rachel just drugged someone? Like I know what happens, but I haven't played it. Like I know like some bits and pieces, but I don't know the full thing.
Yeah, it's okay. I think what maybe helps, I'm not sure if you do it, if you're reading fan fictions of Life is Strange, that helped me a lot to get my piece with Rachel and some other stuff. So, but I'm not sure if you like fanfics and at all, or if you already read them. So I can only recommend them. So helped me a lot. So it's up to you. So maybe I can send you some recommended, but I'm not sure if you like it.
All right, maybe I'll check it out. You can just send them. When I do read like fanfic and like in-game lore, whenever I play a game, I'm like a lore geek. I play League a lot. I play League of Legends a lot, and I love the lore of it. So when I like read fics about like anything, actually, like any game or anything, I try to distance it from like the actual canon.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, again, fanfic is just like non-canon. It's just people's like,
which is fine.
A lot of them are good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, concerning Life is Strange, or maybe even aside from that, so what are your future plans and projects?
Nothing really. I just draw when I'm bored. I just draw when I'm bored, man. I don't know what to tell you.
That's absolutely fine. I think you said you're going on to the, not a drawing school, but design school, or what was it is called?
Oh, no, it's like a course or like a track.
So okay. Mm-hmm. It's on your current school, so you're not switching schools or anything.
Oh, no, I'm switching because my current school doesn't have the track I want. It only has like STEM.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So that you already done it, or will do it in the future, or?
Will do.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So, but you don't have to switch places then. That's also, you can stay where you are at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything you want to focus on the future, or any other topics?
Absolutely nothing, honestly. I have not thought of anything. All I've been thinking about were 3 things: drawing, sleeping, and playing games.
Absolutely okay.
Yeah.
We are reaching the end of the current episode. So is there anything you want to say to the community, or give advice for potential artists, or anything you want to share?
People just draw what you want to draw, or like even if you don't draw, just like do what you want. Don't be mad. No, not necessarily. You can be mad, but think about when you get mad. And if you're getting mad at a useless topic, please stop. Sleep more. Don't be like me. Don't have iron deficiency. Don't sleep at 6 a.m.
That's okay. Thanks for the advice.
It's not helpful, but it's okay. Oh my god, wait. One more message.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Go ahead.
Don't care about what other people think. That's it.
It's absolutely okay. So I think that's more or less normal when you're young. So if you're getting older.
Did you just call me normal? My blood type is AB normal.
Okay.
My blood type, did you hear me? My blood type is AB normal. You know what that spells out? Abnormal.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. So I think you're good as you are, and I always say that, and I can say that because I'm old, and yeah, good to have you on the show. Thanks for your time and your answers, and hope to maybe talk to you in the future, and wish you all the best pursuing your art career, and yeah, have a good evening.
Bye.
This episode will come to an end now. You can send in your questions you have via email or Twitter to me. Of course, you can also send me wishes for future interviews and topics. Please be gentle, because the publishing of the 2 episodes within days will not be the norm, and I eventually will set to a bi-monthly schedule in the future. I have no clue who I will interview next, so I will be doing a poll on Twitter, I think. Thanks for listening to my podcast, and spread the word. See you soon in and around Arcadia Bay, Puerto Lobos or Haven. Yours truly,